Okay, bye. Thanks for the ride. Today's episode starts at the end of the day. I'm here at the park where this gym is absolutely stacked with some of the most common top-tier Pokemon. And for today's episode, I want to talk about some of the most effective counters that you can use to take down these Pokemon a little bit easier. I hope these sprinklers aren't too annoying. Honestly, this park wastes so much water. Now obviously, if you have strong enough Pokemon, you can beat pretty much anything, but for this episode, I want to focus on Pokemon who can take down top-tier defenders with almost twice their CP, sometimes even more than that. So this should be helpful for people who might be at a little bit lower level and want to start competing in gyms, or people like me who are really conservative with their Stardust and don't actually power up their Pokemon until they come across the perfect one. I'm going to focus on 3 Pokemon today, and that's mainly because those are the 3 that I've had the chance to battle repeatedly while recording for this episode. And if you guys find this helpful, let me know, and in the future I can talk about counters for other common Pokemon. I'm going to start with the strongest Pokemon currently available in the game, Dragonite. It can be pretty intimidating to come across in a gym because it has such high CP, but Dragonite actually has a lot more counters than you might think. Dragonite has 3 weaknesses, Dragon, Fairy, and Ice, so you'll want to look for Pokemon with those types of moves when you're trying to find counters. One of the best Dragonite counters is actually Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff has access to some of the best moves in the game. Pound deals the highest damage per second of any quick move, and Wigglytuff also has charge move options that deal pretty decent damage to Dragonite. A Wigglytuff with Pound and either Hyper Beam or Play Rough is ideal because they'll both deal the most possible damage per second to a Dragonite. But even my Wigglytuff, which has Dazzling Gleam as a charge move, makes pretty quick work of a Dragonite with much higher CP than its own. A Clefable with Pound and Moonblast would also be good, but unfortunately, my Clefable with that moveset only has about 500 CP, so I'm not that good. Sometimes choosing a counter is more about the moves than it is about the Pokemon using them. And one of the best moves to use against Dragonite is Blizzard. Dragonite has a double weakness to Ice, so if you're using an Ice-type Pokemon with Ice-type moves against Dragonite, it'll deal almost double its normal damage. Both Ice-type quick moves, Frost Breath, and Ice Shard deal pretty high damage per second, and Dugong, Cloyster, and Lapras can all learn either of those and Blizzard as a possible moveset. You already know Lapras is strong, but Dugong and Cloyster can both take down Dragonites with much higher CP than their own without struggling. Now, Dragonites with Steel Wing are actually going to deal super effective damage to both Fairy and Ice types, but because Dugong and Cloyster are both Water type as well, Water resists Steel, and that cancels out Ice's weakness, so they'll actually just take neutral damage, whereas Wigglytuff and Clefable will take super effective damage. The next Pokemon I want to talk about is Executor, and like Dragonite, Executor has a double weakness. Executor's double weakness is to Bug, so any Pokemon with a decent Bug-type moveset is going to be a good Executor counter. For quick moves, Bug Bite is strictly better than Fury Cutter. It deals more damage per second and charges energy faster, but honestly you can get away with either one of them. For charge moves, you're looking at Mega Horn, Bug Buzz, and X-Scissor. Pinsir and Scyther can both do well against Executor, although Scyther is more likely to have a moveset that's going to counter it well. Pinsir has some pretty weird other options, and honestly Pinsir's moves in general are just not good. There are some even more common Pokemon that can do well against Executor too. Butterfree, Parasect, and Venomoth can all learn decent Bug-type movesets. Venomoth you have to be careful with because it's Poison-type, and it's weak to Executor's Psychic-type moves, so you have to make sure that you're on top of your dodges. But Butterfree, which is a pretty underpowered Pokemon, actually is surprisingly good against Executor, and with Bug Bite and Bug Buzz, it can even take down Executors with more than twice its own CP. The last Pokemon I want to talk about is one that you see in gyms everywhere, and that's Vaporeon. Vaporeon has 2 weaknesses, Grass and Electric. Electric Pokemon are pretty underpowered in Pokemon GO, so the better choice is usually Grass, and Grass Pokemon also have the added benefit of resisting Vaporeon's Water-type attacks, so they'll take less damage than Electric Pokemon would. Now when it comes to countering Vaporeon, you're looking for one move, and that's Solar Beam. Really, any Pokemon with Solar Beam can be a good Vaporeon counter. Obviously, having a Grass-type quick move is going to be even better, But Solar Beam is really all you need. My Victory Bell, which has a poison type quick move, can easily take down a Vaporeon with 1000 CP higher than its own, because Solar Beam is just that good. Even my Parasect, with 977 CP, and Fury Cutter, which has the lowest DPS of any quick move, can take down a Vaporeon 1200 CP higher than itself, because Solar Beam is so strong. I'm not gonna lie, this was actually pretty hard to do. It requires perfect dodging and a little bit of luck, because if the Vaporeon does something like use Water Pulse twice in a row while you're using Solar Beam, it's over. But it proves that Solar Beam is really all you need to beat a Vaporeon. Now I hope that was helpful. I hope that gyms are maybe a little bit less intimidating for some of you now. And if you want me to go over more counters in the future, just leave a comment and let me know which Pokemon you've been struggling with. And I can go over some of the best ways to beat them in an upcoming episode. But for now, let's see the rest of the day. It was a lot of fun. I woke up this morning wanting waffles, so there's only one place that you can go for waffles when you want waffles. That was a success. I'm so full. Chicken and waffles, honestly, is not a good combination. It tastes really good, but it's horrible for your digestive system. Since we're already out here in Long Beach, there is one place that we definitely have to go. We're at the Pike, and it actually seems like a pretty slow day today. I can see that that triple lure spot actually only has one lure on it, and we managed to park right here in this lot. So not a whole lot going on, but that doesn't change the fact that there are tons of Pokestops and tons of Pokemon. The main reason we came here is because this area is a Jigglypuff nest, and nests are projected to change tomorrow. They might have already changed by the time you're watching this. As we've discussed before, nests are on a 23 to 24 day cycle so far. It might not happen the same way this time. I wasn't even looking when I threw that. It might not happen the same way this time, but most likely nests will be changing. So we're out here to catch as many Jigglypuffs as possible before the nest changes to something else, because I'd really like to evolve another one on Sunday. Abra just found a candy, and I don't know if you guys know this, but if you tap right there on the bar, it'll pull up that Pokemon's summary page. I have 124 Abra candies, and that's actually enough to get me all the way to Alakazam, because when I evolve the Abra, I'll get one candy for getting a Kadabra. With that taken care of, I'm gonna switch my buddy Pokemon right now. I'm gonna switch to Grimer until I earn one candy with him. I'm choosing Grimer because it's a 3-kilometer walk, and my 10K eggs are currently at 2 kilometers. So, by the way, I have 3 10-kilometer eggs, which is crazy. I've never had that many at once. But if I use Grimer's progress bar down here, that's a perfect way of tracking when those eggs get to 5 kilometers. And when they make it to 5 kilometers, I'm gonna put the rest of my 5-kilometer eggs in incubators so that they're lined up perfectly. So that little progress bar on your buddy is a great way to keep track of the distance on your eggs. This is the quietest I've ever seen it here. But the lures are still going off. Lots of Pokemon. Jigglypuff first, that's what I came here for. This Poliwrath is stronger than my Poliwrath, so hopefully I can catch it. Sweet. One ball, one try. Who's Mudshot submission? That's not that good. Oh well. Still cool to catch a Poliwrath out in the wild. Still seems like a slow day. Why is this one giving me such a hard time? Oh. Sweet.
Oh my god, pretty, look at it.
Oh, 1326. I don't have a lucky egg
I'm putting
on.
a lucky egg.
Should I run?
I'm putting.
I hope it stays. I hope it stays long enough. Dugong. I don't have one yet. I haven't caught a decent seal. Dugong?
Dugong.
It's a manatee.
Oh yeah, it is.
All right, this is too serious for this
I keep hitting
one-handed business.
Pokestop.
I gotta put this down.
Great.
Did you get it?
No.
Oh,
He fin slapped me.
got it. Let's try.
Why do they always run away from me?
I'm so sorry. It's gonna be okay. You'll have another chance.
Dude.
Ice shark. I'm not even gonna. Okay. Bad IVs. Good moveset.
I put on a lucky egg for no reason.
And it's a decent level, so that's actually usable. Despite having bad IVs, if you catch a wild Pokemon with high CP like that, it's perfectly usable.
Grimer left. Dugong.
And another Jigglypuff. How many do I have now? 43 candies.
Oh wow, everybody's coming because of the deer.
43. Yep. Dugong. They heard about it. Check it out. Looks like everyone heard about the Dugong. We just got word that there's a Vaporeon down by the Trilure, so we're gonna head down there along with everyone else, it seems. Yep, there it is. Vaporeon. Oh, that's a Pokestop though. Vaporeon. Got it. What's the CP? 1796.
That's crazy.
I hope this is another water gun hydro pump. Got it. Shoot.
Do your little excellent curveball.
Uh-oh.
Vaporeon run?
No,
I caught it.
I got spinning Pokeball. I guess I'm just gonna have to restart my game. Alright, I'm back in. There it is. Can I get it? Am I gonna get the horsey? I got the horsey. There we go. Jeez. Let me hold this. Alright, 2 hands, right? That's how it works. That's how it works. 2 hands. Now, water gun, water pulse. Bummer. And pretty decent. I mean, I'm still gonna keep it. It's a almost 1800 CP Vaporeon, so check. Look at this. Normal people run for Pokemon. I'm running to get a good shot of the moon. It's starting to get dark. We're gonna head back towards the car. I still need 2 more Jigglypuffs. And you know, while I was shooting that time lapse just now, I got trolled by Execute again. Check this out. I've been trying to find one with good IVs. I found one above 80%, 143 CP. So that's about 30 CP higher than the one I have right now. Also, I totally forgot. I remembered when we were sitting there shooting the time lapse, but I forgot to do it after it stopped. Grimer, you can see I filled up the bar and now I'm a little bit over. So I'm actually a little past 5K on my eggs, 5.4, but I'm still gonna start the 5K eggs. They're close enough together that I'll be able to hatch them under the same lucky egg. And now, once Grimer's bar fills up again, I'll be close to 2K left on the 10Ks. And at that point, I will start my 2K eggs so that everything hatches at the same time. Now, one more Jigglypuff, please. So,
I use acrylic, clear plastic, and I paint them all in the back. Every week, Thursday through Sunday, I'm out here.
Thursday through Sunday, if you want a pin, they're out here. This is actually pretty awesome. Handmade, apparently. Hand painted. I don't know. We just saw a bunch of people running, so we're gonna go. What are we running for?
I have no idea.
Oh, just your
All right.
Jigglypuff though.
We have no idea.
And your
We're
Jigglypuff.
running.
I swear to God.
And your Jigglypuff.
I don't see anything exciting. Dratini? Is it Dratini? Did we run over here for that?
Crystal. We need to start researching what people are running first.
I'm not mad that it's a Dratini, but it's not as exciting as what I was expecting. That guy said Porygon. Oh, the Dratini ran for me. It's alright though, 2 Jigglypuffs right here. I only need 1, but I'm gonna catch both.
There was no Porygon, huh?
Apparently it was like on the other side.
Man, y'all be trolling.
Got him. Everything I need. What's going on? Awesome. I love that. Got the Jigglypuffs. We got what we came for. It took longer than expected, but we're gonna head home now because it's dark and late, and we are starting another exciting trip tomorrow. Here we go. The biggest piece of information to come out of this interview, in my opinion, has to do with Niantic's plans for adding PvP to the game. The interviewer asked about it, and John Hankey says it's probably something that will make it onto our roadmap.